What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I am going to be making carnitas in the crock pot. I just woke up, just got dressed, and now I'm going to start prepping the food. Oh, sorry. I'm not usually up this early. It's only like 8:40, something like that. But the carnitas take 8 to 10 hours on low in the crock pot, so I have to do this earlier than I'd like to get up. So I'm going to put you guys on a tripod so you can watch what I am doing. So I already prepped the lime juice and the orange juice and the seasoning. So it actually called for oregano, cumin, chili powder, salt, and pepper, but I'm gonna use our taco seasoning that we really like. Not gonna be able to see it. It's Taco Bell taco seasoning, and then I put salt and pepper in that. And then I prepped the lime juice, the orange juice. Here's the pork. It's supposed to be a boneless pork butt or pork shoulder, but Mom's volunteer was nice enough to get this for us at Shaw's, and it's bone-in, but it should fall out somewhere in the middle of the cooking process where I can just like pull it out. So there's a bone here. It's all like from here up. This is all the bone. I mean, that's the bone right there. So I'm gonna cut this open. So I placed it in the crock pot. It's supposed to be fat side up in there. And then I have to do the seasoning. I have to rub the spice mixture on all sides of the pork. That was gross. I should have put gloves on. I have latex gloves that sometimes I use for cooking because some things I touch just aren't fun to touch. So next, I pour the juices on the side of the pork, not on it, because you don't want the seasoning to come off. That's what it says in the instructions. So I put the lime in. Now I'm gonna put the orange in. It's a really interesting mixture. Alright. And now I have to mince 4 cloves. I've never used this mincer before. I have no idea how to use it. Alright, so I figured out how to use it. I did a test run on one of them. It came out pretty good. I just have to peel this off to get it to work. I have minced garlic in my fridge, but something about fresh garlic is like just so much better. Alright, so I minced up all the garlic. Looks so good. So what do? add it, I'm guessing, to the sides. Such a good idea of mincing this on my own. So now I have to cut up my onion. It just says chopped. It doesn't say how small or anything. Oh, I can see it in the picture. It's pretty small pieces. I like red onions, Bermuda onions, however you want to call them. The recipe calls for regular yellow onions, but I really like purple onions. So I'm going to chop this up and then put this in. And I think that's the last step before starting it up, which we're on perfect time. It's 9:06. It's going to cook on low for 8 hours, so it'll be about 5 o'clock. So I'm going to get cutting this, and I'll check back in when I'm done. Cut up the onion. It's all in there. And then I had too much onion because obviously a regular onion's a little bit smaller than the purple onions, red onions, whatever you want to call them. So I added some more lime and orange juice. I think it's going to just make it taste so good. So I'm going to put the lid on now. Maybe. Because I put the pork shoulder in. I did all the seasonings. I did the juice, the onion, and the garlic. Now I cook on low for 8 to 10 hours. So I'm going to do 8.5. And then I can check it to see how it is. And then the other thing I'm going to make to go with it is this lime crema, because I really like lime crema. So I just have to do that, but I think I'll do that later so it's fresher when this is all done. But the perfect thing is I need 8 ounces of sour cream. This whole tub is exactly 8 ounces of sour cream, so I'm just gonna juice the lime and mince the garlic right into this and then mix it up, and then it'll have its own little lid, and I'll have to write on it like lime crema, but I think that's perfect. So that is done. I'm going to clean up, and then at about 10 o'clock I'm going to start making breakfast burritos for my dad and I. I've been really wanting breakfast burritos. So that is what I'm going to make. I'm going to make with Baby Red Bliss and olive oil, salt, pepper, and then I found that I have French fry seasoning. And I'm going to cook the potatoes in my new Tavala oven, which I've showed you guys before, and then just cook up scrambled eggs on the stovetop. I already have bacon cooked, and then I have Boar's Head Vermont cheddar cheese. So I decided I was just going to prep the potatoes now because they'll take me a little bit to cut into the pieces that I want, and that way they can get all of the seasoning and stuff on them and coated and all that and stuff. So baby potatoes. Dry this off. I like these new cutting boards I got. They have the little drip tray or drip catcher around the edge, so it works really good. So the recipe called for like little small ones, so I think I might just go down and do little slices. I think this guy was funny looking. I don't know, it was kind of funny. I'm not going to use that though. Yeah, so I think little slices like this. But they're also going in the burritos, so I might do some slices and then some like chunks. Like, yeah, I'll cut it in half and like that, so that they're chunks. I'm obviously not going to be able to fit all of these in there. That's the air fry tray, so move this stuff out of the way. I gotta fit them all on this thing, so I don't think that's going to work if I cut so many of them, but it might. It looks like it's a good thing. So I'm gonna cut these all up, get them seasoned, let them sit in their oil and the French fry seasoning, and then at about 10 o'clock I will pop them in the Taval oven. Peace. So I finished the potatoes, seasoning them and putting the olive oil on. So I'm just gonna let them sit for a little bit, get all the flavoring in, and then I'm going to preheat this to 400. I think it said like 20 minutes or so. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just having a English muffin with butter and a couple pieces of bacon right now because I was getting a little hungry. But I'm gonna enjoy this and start cooking in 10-15 minutes or so. So it looks like I didn't have my microphone turned on, so I was just talking about how the potatoes almost fit all of them. So I'm going to cook up this batch for a little bit first, shake them up, and like flip them so they get good. So that'll be the first batch, and then I have a second batch that will go in afterwards. So they're just going to cook for a few minutes. That's preheating, and then it's going to cook for like 12 to 20 minutes or so in there. Hopefully it comes out good because I don't know how it's going to work. So, thank you. Once I cook the potatoes, I'm going to cook the eggs. So I'm going to cook mine in here, and then I'll cook Dad's in here. So I'm going to do like scrambled eggs. I'm probably going to scramble the eggs with the cheese and the bacon like in it, so it's like a nice mixture, and then I can just go in a tortilla, potatoes, and then we got a lot of bread products, but we got the tortillas here, a burrito size. But just waiting for that to preheat. Got 30 seconds left. Once that goes in for the 20 minutes, I'll check them and then make my eggs, because I don't want my eggs to be cold and then the potatoes not be done, because that would not be fun. And my dog figured out that there's apples in the closet, and then she is now just sitting there yelling at the closet. And I think the other one, there's the cat, there's Daisy. What are you guys doing? Troublemakers. Now these guys can go in. This thing. So I just pop it in. Now it cooks in there for 20 minutes. See you back in 20 minutes. Peace. So I decided that I'm going to make the lime crema now. That way it like really gets limey. The last time I made lime crema, it didn't have a lot of zest to it. So I'm going to mince the garlic clove and cut the lime, and then just squeeze it into that sour cream container and just mix it up. So here's sour cream. I'm going to mix this up by itself for a second. Just get it moved around so it's got that. But then I'm going to make a little hole in the middle where I'm going to mince the garlic right in the middle and juice the lime right there too. It tells me to put this in a small bowl and mix it together, but why waste a dish when I can just put it right into this container? It says I have to zest the lime too, but I'm not going to. This is going to be enough lime flavor, I think, without zesting it. And I don't know where my zester is right now. I'm going to mix the lime and the salt together right now. Probably should have put this in a bowl because I can't mix it that well. That smells so good. And it's made the sour cream like creamier. The lime, like that's so weird. Like it's so like creamy and whipped now. Let's see if I can get any more out of it. I love lime all of a sudden. I've never been a fan of lime. I've always liked lemon. But all of a sudden, lime is like my go-to. So I'm going to throw this away and then I'm going to mince the garlic. So here we are with my garlic again. That side off. Get that side off. A little slice down that side. A little slice down that side. That's how I figured out how to peel this off earlier. Mince it right in. Right into here. This is the coolest contraption ever. I love this machine. But it gets stuck on the bottom part here, and it gets stuck in the inside. Scrape it out. Put that in there. Make sure every little piece gets in there. There's that. Mix it all up. The funny part is I am not a sour cream fan, but if I make a good lime crema, I might be a fan. So I don't want to do this because I really don't like sour cream, but I have to taste to see if it has a lot of lime flavor. Nope. That was just all sour cream. So this is my technique that I use to really juice limes. You guys have probably seen me do this in another video before. You get all of the flavor out, like perfectly. Put a little of the pulp in it. Because I'm not zesting it, I'll add some pulp. This is definitely going to be a lot better. Probably going to have to transfer this to a plastic container because this has a lot of liquid to it now. Gonna take a quick break from making the lime crema. I have to take out the potatoes. They were actually done earlier than the 20 minutes. So my guess is only about 14 minutes for these. So the next batch I'll only do about 14 minutes because some of these guys kind of burnt. And no, this is not the same tongs I was just using for the lime crema. Yeah, so it has to preheat again for a minute, which is funny. But probably cook these guys. These ones I think I'm going to cook for like 12 to 14 minutes. So I'm going to let that preheat for another 45 seconds. I'm going to put these guys in. I'm going to try 10 minutes because those really kind of got crispy the first batch. So I finished the lime crema now. Got my container. I'm going to pour this in here because I'm not going to be able to mix it that well. Mix. Oh, I just got lime on me. Mix this all up. This looks so good. I really hope this worked this time. It should. So, this is all mixed up. There's so much lime and garlic and stuff in this, it should taste like lime. Yep. That's so much better. That is so good. So I'm going to put this in the fridge until the carnitas is done. So it's going to get enough flavoring and all that soaked in. I have just a little bit more lime in it. So there you go. It's gonna go in the fridge, and then we're gonna go back to the potato making and egg making. Put this next batch in. We're gonna do about 10 minutes, I think. Check them, and then if it needs more time, I can add more time. So I'm going to make my scrambled eggs and stuff. My dad just got up, but he's probably not going to want to eat for another hour or so. And I have to check with him if he wants bacon or if he wants sausage. So I don't know when the last time I had scrambled eggs was, but cracked my egg. Can't see it because it keeps on floating away. Alright, so making my eggs, we put half and half in our eggs to make them nice and creamy and fluffy, and then I just put bacon in it, and then now I'm gonna break up some of my Vermont cheddar and put that in it, make it nice and cheesy. I haven't had scrambled eggs in God knows how long. I don't usually make scrambled eggs, I always do over easy, so hopefully these come out good. Mix it up, make sure it's all coated. The butter is melted, so I'm gonna put this in there. See how it comes out. It's more of like a scrambled omelet. Probably should have added all this stuff after I cooked the egg, but just let it sit here for a few minutes, cook up. Potatoes seem like they're cooking pretty well, so check back in a little bit. So my eggs are pretty much done. I'm just warming up some of the potatoes. Tortilla. I'm gonna warm up the tortilla in the little Tavala oven first. So I kind of made my eggs a little crispy, but the potatoes are all there. Waiting for the tortilla to cook, and then I'm gonna put all of this in the burrito, some ketchup, and roll it up. So, got it on there. Do a little ketchup. Like that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to eat it, and I'll let you guys know. My sandwich was so good. So now I'm just gonna relax the rest of the day. The carnitas is not gonna be done until about 5-ish, so I won't show final product until then. It's only 11 o'clock, so I'm just gonna hang out and check school stuff. I found some school stuff last night. I already did 2 homework assignments, even though school doesn't start until next week. I'd like to get ahead of the game. I'm already ahead of the game because I'm already on chapter 3 in both classes. So I'm just gonna hang out and relax. It snowed yesterday, so that's out there. And so it's very cold. It's snowing right now. So I'm gonna stay right in here in my room at my desk. I'll show you guys the snow though. Open up my curtains. I like doing this every day. I put my curtain there. I need a shade. Look at all that. And it's snowing right now. I mean, at least it waited until the end of January to snow, I guess. So, I'm just gonna hang out. And I just noticed that there's a smudge. Hopefully it's not in the video. But I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Peace. What's up, guys? I decided to actually put some clothes on. So I got a nice pink t-shirt, pink plaid, got my nice new pants, pink shoes, and we're just chilling. What's up, guys? So it's been a while. My food has about 2 hours left. I'm gonna try to take the bone out in a little bit. I've just been hanging out. My friend came over for a while to hang out for a bit. I made a breakfast sandwich for all of us, me, my dad, and my friend. And now I'm just chilling, hanging out. I made chicken salad today from a roasted chicken that I cooked yesterday. The chicken kind of dried out overnight in the container, which I'm bummed about. I wish I put like a moist towel on it and stuff overnight so it didn't get so dry, but it's okay. It was still pretty good. It's got apples, cranberries, mayonnaise, lemon juice, salt, pepper. It's pretty good. I mean, it's average. Now I'm just hanging out watching some YouTube on my laptop, and I will check back in a little bit. So, pull the bone out of the pork. It's kind of cool. It's still in there. That's what I got for time left. It's gonna be so good. It smells amazing. Alright, guys, so I made it. Almost forgot to finish the video. It's all here. I'm not gonna tip it upside down because there's a lot of liquid in it. But I had it on these tortilla chips. Dad had one with just meat and the lime crema, and he said it was good. Then he had it with cheese, then this, lime crema, Bermuda onions, and then like a Mexican hot sauce. And he said that one was better. So, definitely gonna make it again, but it needs more flavoring. But it's pretty good. I have the crock pot soaking, and I will plan that tomorrow. So, for now, that is it. I'm watching football for the rest of the night with Dad and just hang out with him and the puppy. So, hope you enjoyed this video. It's like all over the place, but it's still a good video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.